we've done the oil change, we've cleaned it up, we've done something else, I think. So now what we're gonna do, since there is quite a bit of blow by, we're gonna hope that it's not the piston rings. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna try two things. First we're gonna do the spark plugs just to see if they're good, because it also might be something to do with, you know, misfiring or janky spark plugs, I think. I don't know, I'm not a mechanic. But we're also gonna test, or we're also gonna look at the injectors, or at least we're gonna try to, because I've never done that before. So first off, what we're gonna do, we're gonna come down here, we're gonna pull this cover off, and then set it off to the side. What we've also done is, underneath here is the battery. As you can see, one of them doesn't have the terminal on, so it's not getting power. And we were gonna do it we were gonna do it 2 days ago, but we didn't have the tools, so I had to buy the tools. So we'll add that onto the cost tally. Now, all we gotta do, we gotta take these all out. Is this the right one? Oh, well, let's get this out. Hold up. Lefty, loosey, yeah. All right. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Get that out the way. Get that out. All right, that one's cracked. All right, that one's cracked. 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 And that one's cracked. Hooray! Yeah, let's just take them out the old-fashioned way with our hands. Oh my gosh, hold up. Look how long this one is. Oh. That smells like garbage. Look at that. It's got some gunk on the end. We really should have gotten like a little tray.
I just stuck them up there.
Yeah, that's the gunk.
Yeah. A bit of oil.
What does that look like?
I don't know. Oh, yeah, it's not the soft stuff.
If it's soft, it's probably not like... Oh, you know what it could be? It might be like thread locker or some crap like that.
Maybe.
I don't know. Let's go here. Let's get this all oily, because why not? So we'll take this one out, or at least we'll try to. Oh, I felt that. There we go. All right, let's take this off. Oh my gosh,
How
why
the
is
hell
that
does
so
that-
hard?
Oh, it's cool. I saw it move a bit.
I can feel it moving, but I'm gonna have wounds on my fingers from this. There we go, there we go, there we go. That's all right. That wasn't too bad. All right, now we can take this out. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Now
That's
that
concerning.
Oh. I was gonna say it's milky oil, but it's pretty hard, so maybe it's some sort of sealer.
Is it?
Or it's, a bit harder than normal.
It's like gooey.
Yeah.
You know, this is looking concerning. Like down there, it looks like it's kind of filled with something. It might be oil, but it could be. It might be corrosion. Who knows, honestly.
It does definitely look a bit oily down there.
Oh, we should probably take that out.
Yeah.
All right. Actually, so we'll just get all 4 of them out right now, and then we'll do stuff. All right. So we pulled out the other 3. It's looking a bit better for these ones, because this one has this weird stuff on it. I have no idea what it is. This one has a lot less, but it still has some oil on it. This one has a lot less. It's like just barely on the tip. And then this one has like nothing. So that's really, really good. I think we're probably gonna have to research what that could be. And then we'll also get the spark plugs out. It's looking bad. Like, okay. So when we were trying to figure out what size spark plug socket to use, we've shoved it in the first cylinder, and that's what comes out. It's Looks like milky oil, definitely. So what the weird thing is, in the other three, there's nothing. So like, yeah, can you see that?
Oh yeah, you can see a little one in there. Compared to like those ones, that one's really clean. That one had a little bit of oil in it.
Yeah.
Wrong one.
But no, yeah. So it could be something big, but at the same time I have no idea, because the dipstick oil, that's fine, looks the same. The oil that is kind of leaking from the actuators, it's not milky at all, and it's only in that spark plug whole thing. So what we might do, we might take the 3 spark plugs at the other side, and we might like clean this one up and then try and get it out, depending if it fills up again, because I honestly have no idea. Alright, I don't know if you can see, but it's looking a lot better than it was before. So what we did is we hooked up a tire pressure or an air compressor to my car, and then we used like a little nozzle on there to blow it right deep down into there, and then we used paper towels to get the gunk out. So yeah, now all we're gonna do, we're gonna take the spark plugs out and see the condition of them. All right, there we go. Oh my gosh,
She's a little black.
she's a little crusty.
Yeah.
That
Not wet though. So.
That very much confuses me. Well, let's take the other 3 out and look at them. So this spark plug was from cylinder 1, if we can focus on it. It does look really, really crusty. And as you can see, it is pretty oily on the thread. This is number 2, also very crusty. And it also does have oil on the threads. Yeah, this is cylinder 3 spark plug. It is crusty, but there's not really much oil except on that little end bit. And then this is cylinder 4's spark plug, which it's crusty, but there's like no oil on it. It might just be the spark plugs, right? Maybe?
Yeah.
Possibly.
If they have too much shit on them.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna order in some new spark plugs, as well as 2 new camshaft actuators, which was what these are, because they were kind of leaking before, and I want to make sure they're not leaking. It's been a couple weeks, and now we have basically all the stuff we should need to fix the leaks in the spark plug well. I got new spark plugs, and I've got a valve cover gasket, and the valve cover gasket comes with separate spark plug gasket things. So what we're gonna do before we start taking the valve cover off, we've got the spark plugs and our coils off, but now all we really got to do, we got to just move the wiring and make sure we have enough room to actually get all this stuff out. We're at the point where we believe that we've got all these wires out. Now we actually got to take the valve cover off. So I believe there's about either 9, what am I saying? Lefty loosey, there we go. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. There's about 12 or 13 bolts that are holding this in. We've got the wires off, we've got all these bolts out. It was kind of stuck, so I yanked it and it came loose. So now, what James and I are gonna do, we're gonna try and lift it up and out without damaging anything.
Unbolt this thing. And this thing.
That's true. So we came into a little problem. We can lift this up, but it gets caught on the airbox. So what we've done is James is gonna push it. I'm just gonna lift it up over there.
Simples.
We're gonna screw these 2 bolts off, and hopefully you can just pick this bit up and move it off to the side, and then hopefully it will work a bit better. Yeah, I think that's kind of solid though. Oh,
there we go. All right.
try and get this off. I'll pull back up and try and get it.
Just that back part, eh?
Yeah, I think, hold up. We need to move this, we need to get this somehow out the way. We can take like some of these plugs off on this side. We might be able to take it off on the side. Fingers are so sore with this clip. Okay, that one's off, that one, oh, there we go.
Whoa.
Alright, Alright, let's try this again. Pull this up. There we go.
Is this when we find out there's one more thing connected to it?
Yes! Far out, there we go. If you see like around there, I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. I think that's like a really poorly done sealing job that might have lasted for a little bit. But, oh my gosh, look at all this crap.
Yeah, that's not ideal.
So we have the brilliant idea to clean this up right out here, right now.
In front of the car.
In front of the car. Because we don't want any of this gunk doing anything. It's solid at least. Yeah. It's actually, no, this is actually
Kind of soft.
This is surprisingly not as hard as I was thinking. I was like, holy shit, this might just be cracking. But we're gonna replace it anyway. At least I hope I got the right one, because otherwise that would kind of suck. I finally got it. I got one out of all of them. Thank goodness. It's not actually that bad though. Okay, I think we've almost got this last one out. There we go. Finally. So we've got all the seals off. James is still picking away. So what I'm gonna do, I might take find a chiseling type thing to try and scratch away all the other gunk or sealant to make it like a screwdriver. Good cool.
It's like
Is that?
It's like freaking dishwashing liquid, pretty much. I've never used it before.
Haven't you?
No. We'll have to...
Oh wait, no, it's coming out. It's coming out.
Okay. Then pop it in here. Give it a squirt. Oh, yeah,
There we go. All right. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna degrease all of it, especially the seals, or where the gasket's gonna go. I reckon now we can wash this out. We have dried it as much as we can with the air. What we're gonna do, we're gonna leave it overnight to hopefully get the rest of it dry. Then hopefully it will be all good, and then we can chuck it back on with all the new gaskets, and we can chuck the new spark plugs in, and then we can try it and see if it works. We put the plastic bag on, we packed up the tools. I'm gonna have to put all the bolts and everything away so they're not just laying out here. But yeah, tomorrow when it's morning and it's light out, we'll finish it. It's the next morning, more like afternoon. We've got our valve cover gasket right here. I've got to figure out how this goes on now. It's this way. So this is the dip here. So it's gonna go right in there. Then we go all the way around here. Chuck it in there. Thank goodness it does look like this is the right one. I was not looking forward to it if it was not. Alright, there we go. Oh yeah, also this is all dry, we think. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We also figured out the torque specs for everything as well. The valve cover is 9 Newton meters, and then spark plug coil packs, they are 8 Newton meters.
We've only got down to 20.
But you, I guess we'll just hand tighten them goodly then. It doesn't sound right though. just to have that many. Oh crikey. So we've got all the gaskets on now. This one's a bit concerning, but you know, it's close enough. So now we can get it back on, or at least try to. Ease off.
Find out if we've got anything.
Basically finished wiping the outside of this. That's got to go back on. Your hand pulling that through. Is the this stuck on this? Oh wait, it's stuck on that. There we go. Whoop. Oh. Now, I think it's resting on the gasket now.
Oh, yeah.
If you see.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You reckon that's cleared?
Pretty.
Alright, before we tighten anything down, I want to get the torch in and check to see if we can see the seal all the way around the spark plug holes. We'll tighten these down. That's about all we can do. And then, yeah, so let's do that. We've done all this, hopefully. We've kind of tightened it down as much as we feel like we should. I'm actually probably going to double check because I read it on a form that that's how much it was supposed to be. So I'm going to just double check and see if I can get a more credible source. And then, yeah, we'll double check it. We'll put all the little bits that we've taken off back on, replug all the connectors, and then we'll do the spark plugs and coils. We had the wrong spark plugs because I read a forum post that was like, oh yeah, these are the right spark plugs, mate. So I got them, I special ordered them in, and then lo and behold, they were the wrong ones. So what we just did, we went to the store and apparently they had the right ones in store, which are on top of the car. So we checked them at the store just to make sure they were, you know, very similar enough, or similar enough to the old one, which is here. So we can chuck that in there. As you can see, they look practically the same. So we're going to drop them in. Yeah, if your torque wrench doesn't go down, don't try and go below it because it doesn't work. Okay, we'll just tighten it a little bit. Okay, that's snug. Just want to double check them. Snug enough. Snug enough. Okay, I think that's all snug. We're not going to do that again. Now, what we can do, put the coils back in. Yeah. Now we can chuck these little bolt things in, and then we can screw them down to about, we're aiming for like, I think 8 Newton meters is what the form said. So who knows, honestly. That should be alright. Alright, what else would we possibly need? I do believe that is everything.
Yeah.
That's on, this is on, that's on. I do believe all we have to do is put the battery back on, and then we'll look at it. Alright, we're done. Now, I got my keys in my pocket. We'll turn her over and see
If she blows up.
if she has power. Right. a little bit, and then we'll turn it off, and then we'll check for leaks. All right, so we've left it running for a bit. We haven't found any leaks or anything leaking from the rock cover. 2, we haven't found any codes. 3, it's kind of running a bit better than it used to. And then 4, I just gotta wait for the camshaft actuators. We'll switch that out, and then hopefully the sputtering might stop. So that could be the camshaft actuators. We've also got to figure out why the rear lights don't work. But yeah, we'll do that another time. Alright, so adding the tools, the valve cover gasket, and the spark plugs, our total comes to about $2,300.